Space is massive, incalculably large. There's no way to genuinely visualize the vastness that is the universe. And on the cosmic scale, even our galaxy and everything around it is a blip. Earth is just a ball of dust floating in space. There exists an enormous cluster called the Hercules Corona Borealis Great Wall, which stretches over 10 billion light years. Which is insane. It's a size that is genuinely fathomless. The Voyager 1 spacecraft that was launched in 1977 is currently resting outside of our solar system at 4.5 billion miles away. 1 light year is 5.8 trillion. Something of that scale is incomprehensible to the human mind. Virtually every single major structure and constellation that we can see no longer exists. There's always been something terrifying to me about the vastness of space. It's an immeasurable plane that everything we have the power to understand just exists in. And as far as we know, we're the only ones floating out here. Through every attempt humanity has given, we've come out with nothing. And that's the scariest thing about space. It's empty. And it was here before us, and it will be here when we're gone. And sometimes it's hard to forget those kinds of things. There was a man named Viktor Frankl who was a neurologist, psychiatrist, philosopher, and a Holocaust survivor who published around 40 books, including Man's Search for Meaning, where he detailed his experiences in Nazi concentration camps. A quote from the end of the book says, "It is ourselves who must answer the questions that life asks of us, and to these questions we can respond only by being responsible for our existence." Meaning, there's really no purpose except for the purpose that we give ourselves. I've suffered from depression for a really long time, and I think a big part of depression for a lot of people is finding an individual meaning to life, finding a point to the inevitable suffering and monotony. Being alive as we are is absolutely amazing. We're given around 100 years to be able to live and breathe and move, and even being given the ability to understand and think about the universe that we've been brought into. We've been given this chance in an infinitely expanding universe to exist on the one planet that made it. You're alive, and that's amazing. But I feel like it's almost unfair to be brought into creation with no discernible point or meaning outside of individual purpose. But I also feel like it's unfair to be given that unique opportunity and to think there's no importance to it. And sometimes it's hard to find the gray area in that. But I come home every day to someone that has no ability or want to understand the purpose for their existence. And when she gets hungry, it's my given purpose at that moment to make sure that she is happy and fed. And maybe that's true purpose. Or maybe that's just how low I've set the bar.